All right, good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Apologies for the delay. So I'd like to begin today by acknowledging that Indigenous peoples are the traditional guardians of this land that we call Canada, and that this land is unceded, and we all have a duty to acknowledge the relationship to the land upon which we live and work and learn. The keepers of traditional Indigenous knowledges in every community are worthy of honor, consideration, and respect. There are courageous Indigenous leaders, youth, and elders that deserve the ongoing support of all Canadians to create equal opportunities for everyone of this land, and that reconciliation will be successful when all Canadians have committed to learning about our shared past, listening to Indigenous truths, and pursuing a new and more inclusive, collaborative, and respectful path forward towards a better future together. Here in Toronto, we acknowledge the land that we are meeting on is the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, the Huron-Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. We also acknowledge that Toronto is part of Treaty 13 territory. Hello again, everyone. Welcome. My name is Brett Hodes, and I will be introducing the sessions ahead. But first, I'd like to welcome everybody again and first introduce the President and CEO of TechNation Canada. That is Angela Mondu. And just while we wait for Angela to come on, apologies, just some technical difficulties. For any of you that haven't had an opportunity to get to know us yet at TechNation, we're an outstanding organization and team of people with a vision of Canada being a truly world-class leading digital society, and one that continues to deliver prosperity and competitiveness for the country in a global market. We're the industry government nexus for technology prosperity in Canada. We're a member-driven not-for-profit, and TechNation is working hard to unite Canada's tech sector, governments, and communities to enable technology prosperity from coast to coast every day. And TechNation champions technology prosperity by providing advocacy, professional development, and networking opportunities across industry and government at all levels, connecting Canadian scale-ups with global tech leaders, engaging the global supply chain, and filling the technology talent pipeline. TechNation has served as the authoritative and national voice for the $210 billion ICT industry for over 60 years, and is the trusted and authoritative voice of that industry. TechNation's mission is to promote and enhance the significant contribution that digital technology can make to Canada's economic prosperity, and TechNation and its members do that every day to move the needle closer to the successful achievement of this mission. Still just having a little bit of challenges, so I hope that Angela will be able to log in a moment. We're just supporting in the back end. But in the meantime, I did just really want to share with everyone that I am very much looking forward to today's sessions, which are centered around today's theme, of course, the future of education. And so I wanted to talk a bit about that before we head off into the sessions, and hopefully share a few words that get folks percolating. It's a really exciting time, I think, in Canadian education right now, because when we come together to talk about innovative will, work integrated learning, we're not a community, still trying to adopt it, or even one that's trying to convince our industry of its values or industries. We have a huge buy-in from folks across all sectors, all stakeholders, and we know what quality will is in Canada. And the fact that we're ready to take it to the next level, I think, is testament to Canada's global leadership in steering cooperative education and work integrated learning. I also wanted to take a moment to recognize CWIL's role in establishing Canada as that global leader in WIL. CWIL, if you're not familiar, is Cooperative Education and Work Integrated Learning Canada, the lead organization and governing body for work integrated learning here for us, who's made it their mission to build the capacity to develop future-ready students through quality work integrated learning. And they were established nearly 50 years ago in 1973, and since then have been entirely, I believe, volunteer-driven. And many folks from their past and present leadership teams are here today in the audience. They're moderating and they're on panels. So I really just wanted to thank the sitting president, Kara Kresick, and past presidents, Christine Dawson and Dr. Nora McRae, for all of your support, helping getting this event off the ground, certainly, and all of the work that you do in the communities and your dedication. Perfect, and we've got Angela, and so I'll just turn it over to her.
Hello, can you see me? Can everybody hear me? Please give me a thumbs up if you can. Tim, I can't, you're not looking like you can see me, right? I hope, looks like Tim Sidek said he can. Okay, let's start all over. I apologize to everybody, but for some reason, it would not let me into the hop-in site today, but here I am. And as Brett mentioned, I'm the president and CEO of Tech Nation, and I am super, super excited to have all of you here today for our first ever, even though it's the second event, first ever and soon to be inaugural FutureWave. This is going to be an annual event. Trust me, Brett, you started a thing. We're also joined by an incredible team here today from Tech Nation with a really great vision for Canada. They really want to, as do I, want to build a truly world-class leading digital society that delivers prosperity and competitiveness for Canada in a global market. But as all of you know, we have work to do. So I want to thank all of you speakers, thought leaders in technology, thought leaders in future skills, for helping us lead what really is a mission critical discussion for Canada. The future of the tech sector for Canada and around the world, I think, relies on one single word, and it's not chip. It's actually skills, talent, all of those critical things that we need to be focusing on now to ensure that we have those pipelines filled for the tech sector. And here's a reality check for all of you right now, and this one's pretty powerful. I was reading this the other day. Canada's tech companies are at the forefront of a talent shortage that is threatening to cause the whole sector to stall. Like, think about that. We're working on very critical space right now, having very critical discussions. But while we're doing this, the acceleration is obviously increasing the work out there in technology. So we have a lot, not just work to do, but there's a absolute sense of urgency to this discussion that we're having today. I was, here's a little personal story, but I do yoga in the morning with my cousin, and she happens to be a senior recruiter at Avanade, which is a joint venture, many of you probably know, between Accenture and Microsoft. And this particular day, we actually didn't get a lot of yoga done because she was really stressed out. She said her entire organization was on her because her job as senior recruiter for tech companies, obviously, that are growing rapidly, was to try and find as many future stack developers, BI programmers, data scientists, and she wasn't meeting her numbers. So that's just like a tiny example of what's going on in the world of tech right now as we're trying to recruit. I also want to talk about, we did talk about how the pandemic has accelerated tech, which has accelerated the aggressive recruitment for tech talent around the world. But today's discussion, thankfully, is going to be really focusing on approaches and strategies and programs that Canadian leaders must consider to keep Canada in the tech game. And that actually is a big theme of ours this year, because as a technology association, one of the largest in Canada, we're actually very concerned about Canada's standing from many angles. Speaking of strategies, if you can, I would like any of you out there to put up your hand if you've heard of our digital platform, the Career Pathfinder. For those that haven't heard of it, I want you to check it out. This is a digital platform that we've launched this year. We're extremely proud of this AI-powered tool, AI-powered by one of our partners that we're working with today, Skyhive, and CEO Sean Hinton, thanks to Sean and team for helping us build this, what I'm going to position as a disruptive career tool and technology. It's interactive, it's online. Right now we're pulling up the most sought after tech jobs out there. But what it does more importantly than anything is connect the dots of every talent pipeline in Canada, from veterans in transition, hacker girls in training, minorities, new immigrants, displaced employees. And our goal as a national organization is really to partner across Canada with provinces, with industry sectors in transition, really at the end of the day to help connect as many talented, diverse skills in that pipeline that are in progress of educating and upskilling and reskilling with the thousands of jobs that are out there as we speak. That's why we're here today. Last week, I know we had a great group of speakers here to speak on Indigenous apprenticeship and academia, labor market economists. We had several small, medium enterprises and HR innovators tackling big workforce issues. But today, we're going to be focused on centering around innovation, how we educate within and beyond educational institutions for the future. Some great panels. We have 4 great panels. I'm going to be moderating the first one. Look forward to that. We have upskilling and reskilling for the future. The second panel is focused on diversity and meaningful mentorship. Third panel, the proven potential of project-based learning. And fourth panel, innovative workplace integrated learning, industry times academia. One last note, I do want to thank our amazing team here who work really hard to put this incredible event on. So thanks to the fearless leader, Brett, thanks to Tim, Christine, Charlotte, and Dave as well for really putting together a pretty complicated and extensive dialogue for us for 2 days. So thanks to all of you. And Brett, I'm going to hand over back to you. By the way, for those of you that don't know, if you love the name FutureWave, which is now going to be a Tech Nation, like I said, event every year, you can thank Brett. That was his innovation. Thanks, Brett.
Great. Our president and CEO, everyone, thank you so much, Angela. Our meeting platform, by the way, Hopin, giving us a little bit of technical difficulties today, but it does allow you to follow folks on their social media links as they provide them in their profiles. So if you'd like to keep in touch with Angela today or anybody else, any of the other presenters or attendees, check their profiles and make sure that you're connecting and networking on Twitter and LinkedIn. I know that those opportunities are heavily missed these days as we are attending so many digital events now during the pandemic. So I just sort of wanted to pick up on what I was saying, about some of the work that Tech Nation has been doing. Certainly over the last year, we hit our milestone, 10,000 work integrated learning placements we've supported with thousands of small to medium enterprises across Canada since the inception of our Career Ready program in 2017. That program is funded as part of the Government of Canada's Student Work Placement Program, or SWIP. You may be familiar with it. That's how you may have ended up joining us here today. It's a fabulous program. We look forward to steering it hopefully for many more years to come. In the last year alone, during the pandemic, Tech Nation has been able to provide over $50 million in wage subsidies to employers who have placed their savings and trust in the abilities of students from all across Canada to keep their businesses growing. These WILL opportunities have provided students with many vehicles through which they have gained real-world experiences in science and technology, engineering, mathematics, and business. And these experiences further support the application of academic theory, providing a plethora of transferable skills as they tackle their way through real-world issues, having professionals listen to and value their input and efforts to create tangible impacts in the tech sector and beyond. And also apologize if there's a little bit of background noise out there. Just to sort of wrap things up before we head into the sessions, I just wanted to comment on, Angela was talking about skills. Skills are really being called the currency of the future now. And to echo Angela's thoughts, and as Canada shifts into a more skills-based workforce economy, there's no doubt about the jobs of tomorrow that will require millennials and Gen Z and future generations to develop a broad range of transferable skills and abilities. And in the age of digital disruption and automation, we have to be quick on our feet to anticipate future education requirements. And we're going to dig into a lot of that discussion in our sessions today. Here today and every day, we must also reflect on issues stemming from Canada's colonial history and walk the walk in our commitments to reconciliation and to anti-racism. And TechNation is committed to using its platform and privilege to support Indigenous and Black students who want to be part of our industry. And we believe in a world where there are pathways to gain education and participate in the tech workforce. And we will do everything we can to help make those pathways clear and achievable through our programming and otherwise. And we will also talk today about removing systemic barriers to participation in our sector, and we will look at how industry has been providing meaningful mentorship for young Black and Indigenous professionals. And I quickly want to give a warm welcome to Wayne Purvu from Onyx Initiative, an organization committed to expanding the Black talent pipeline by fostering cohesive, mutually beneficial partnerships to close the systemic gap in recruiting and selection of Black university and college students and recent graduates for roles in corporate Canada. And a welcome back to Dennis Kerrigan, who was in last week's session. Some of you may have attended. He's the founder of Plato Testing, an organization providing software testing solutions all across North America by developing and leveraging Indigenous talent. So those are two, again, incredible organizations. I highly recommend that you attend their session today and check them out to see how you can become more involved in their work. All of the sessions today will take place right here in the Hop-In portal. You will soon leave this main stage to enter into the first session. Each session takes place over 45 minutes. And then to join the next one, you'll simply click back into the sessions to head into the next room. At the end of the day, join us. Pour yourself a cup of coffee, a glass of wine, whatever you need. Join the networking session. I said off the top, it's really hard to connect with people these days. If you'll be able to find the networking button, I think somewhere around here, if I'm doing that right, and you'll be matched with randomly and paired with one other attendee. So a really great opportunity to socialize a bit outside of your bubble, meet new folks, and hopefully unpack and discuss some of the FutureWave sessions today. So to head into the sessions, again, should be right around here. Click sessions. You'll want to join session 1. If you need support at any time, we all need a little help sometimes. There's the help desk you can visit. If you're interested in learning more about the Career Ready program or TechNation membership, you can also visit our expo area for additional information. So without any further ado, if you would like to head into our first session, upskilling and reskilling for the future, I will join you there. Have a great day.